Hello, I'm Aditya Joshi. Welcome back to our channel. I'm an MBBS student. I have created numerous startups before I was in third year of MBBS. I've also been a TEDx speaker, and one of my companies crossed more than 1 CR in revenue in less than 60 days. I've also created the largest AIMS community of India. Now, before we start this video, you have to understand that every 30 years or so, India has a movement. In 1991, it was liberalization. The economy cracked open and an entire generation of businesses was born overnight. In 2016, it was digital. Geo happened. 700 million people got internet. Now, another generation of businesses was born. In 2026, we are inside the third moment currently. The most people are so busy building for the last wave that they can't see the next one forming right beneath them. Now, this video is about what is forming right now. First thing is, AI doesn't replace businesses, it separates them. Every founder right now is asking the wrong question about AI. The question they are asking is, will AI replace my business? The question they should be asking instead is, will my competitor use AI before I do? AI is not a threat to Indian businesses. It is the most powerful leverage, right? It is a multiplier ever handed to a small team. Most powerful multiplier. A two-person startup in Pune with the right AI infrastructure can now execute the operational capacity of more than 20% team, which was 5 years ago. Businesses that survive the next decade won't be the ones who feared AI. They will be the ones who embedded it so deeply into their operations that their cost structure became unbeatable and their output became inhuman in scale. At Athon Health, which is one of my startups, my AI diagnostic startup, we are building in this exact same space. AI in Indian healthcare isn't a future concept. It's a present necessity in a country with one doctor for more than 1500 patients. The separation is already happening. Are you on the right side of it? That is the question you should be asking to yourself right now. The second thing you need to understand is the tier 2 explosion. For last 30 years, Indian businesses meant Mumbai, Delhi, Bangalore. Now that era is ending. Jaunpur, Madurai, Rajkot, Siliguri. These are not emerging markets. They are the market right now. 65% of India's next 300 million internet users will come from cities and towns that most founders have never even visited. These consumers are not Mumbai consumers with smaller budgets. They have completely different values, completely different reference points, and completely different definition of trust, which is obvious. The businesses that win in the next 1 decade will be built for Bharat, not adapted for it as an afterthought. You need to understand about vernacular content, regional trust segments, WhatsApp first distribution, payment systems that work for someone with a, I don't know, Jandhan account maybe. The founder who grew up in a tier 2 India, who understands it viscerally, have the single greatest competitive advantage available in Indian businesses right now. They just don't know it yet. You don't understand the competitive edge you have. Third thing is trust becomes the only thing that matters. When AI can generate any content, clone any voice, replicate any face, and write any sales page, the one thing that cannot be manufactured is a real track record with real people over real time. Trust will become the only thing that floats. Businesses that will dominate the next 1 decade are not the ones with the best technology or the biggest ad budget. They are the ones with the deepest, most verifiable, most community rooted trust. And this is why one of my companies, my edtech company Strivia, which has Aditya Joshi mentorship, the real asset isn't our platform or the content. It's 3 consecutive years of accurately documented predicted accuracy and a community of hundreds of thousands of students who trust us with something as high stake as their medical future. Now, in an AI saturated world, that kind of trust is not just a competitive advantage, it is one that really matters. You have to build your trust infrastructure right now before the market gets so noisy that breaking through will become nearly impossible. Another shift that is happening right now is India is going from consumer to creator. For past 2 decades, Indian businesses imported models. Flipkart was Amazon, Ola was Uber, Zomato was DoorDash. That era is ending, right? That era is over. Indian founders are not building for the world. They are building for the world. They are not adapting the world for India. Zerodha, Zoho, Freshworks, Razorpin. These aren't Indian versions of Western products. These are original solutions to original problems built in India, scaling globally. The next wave is even bigger. Indian founders understand emerging markets, the infrastructure gaps, the trust dynamics, the price sensitivity, the mobile first reality better than any Silicon Valley team ever will. Now you have to understand Southeast Asia, Africa, Middle East, these are not foreign markets for an Indian founder. They are familiar terrain, right? Indian businesses that think globally from day one, not as an aspiration but as a go to market strategy, will find that the addressable market is not 1.4 billion people. It's actually 5 billion people, right? So you have to understand the scenario. Another shift that is happening is creator is the new enterprise. This is the final shift that I'm going to talk about in this video and the one most relevant to anyone watching this right now. The line between a content creator and a business owner has dissolved completely. An individual with a laptop, a genuine area of expertise, and the ability to communicate it clearly can now build what 5 years ago would have required a venture backed company to build. Let that sink in. I'm talking about something that has never happened before. Distribution is free. Right. Production is extremely cheap. Payment infrastructure has been solved. Community tools are easily available. AI assistance is accessible. Everything is right there. The individual founder with a trusted audience is the most capital efficient business model in the history of commerce. And this is not a niche opportunity. This is the dominant business architecture of the next 1 decade. The question is not whether this model will work or not. It does. The question is whether you are building the expertise and the right audience right now before the window of relatively low competition closes or not. Right? So that is the real question you should be asking yourself right now. In this video, I talked about 5 shifts one by one, right? All these shifts are already in motion. AI separates the businesses that adapts from the ones that disappear. Tier 2 India is the real market and most founders are ignoring it. Trust is the only boat that AI cannot replicate. India is moving from a consumer of global models to creator of global ones, and the individual with an audience is the new enterprise. Now you understand what a shift we are seeing, right? And today is the best time for you to start. The founders who will define Indian businesses in 2035 are not waiting for the right moment. They're building in the current chaos with imperfect information before the picture is clear. And that's always been how the next wave gets built. The wave is here. The only question is whether you're paddling or you're drowning. So that's it for today. I hope this video is helpful. Thank you.